Good morning, folks. We've got a highly informative slate of news for you today. We'll go to the furthest reaches of space and time, but start with our star over at spaceweathernews.com. And we find the last 24 hours to be the same old story we've seen, except for one important thing. Top left, near 10 o'clock, we have a sunspot group shining brightly at 193 angstroms. The X-ray flux is beginning to creep up off the floor here, still in low range, but it's something as the active region crests over the northeastern limb. This one is very high latitude, almost certainly a spot from cycle 25, and I wonder how long they can hold out calling the cycle switch at this point, especially because it's not just an active surface magnetism, but an actual umbral core coming over the limb there. The solar wind is expected to take a coronal hole stream intensification today or tonight, but thus far we're still in completely quiet range. The southern coronal hole should deliver its plasma stream here soon. It's expected to be minor, but should still make for some motion on the KP index. Solid way to start the science here. Langmuir waves are instabilities displaying strong oscillations of electron densities. They can deliver tremendous amounts of energy, and the modernly understood low energy flux of electrons is just making its way into climate models now. Turns out they're going to have to account for extreme and exceptional versions of them during major solar outbursts. Such extreme electron events would be cataclysmic to something like a moon base. Then again, depending on who gets their way, that could be one of the least of your problems. Didn't bring enough material to build the base? No worries, just use your pee. Apparently, it can be made into a super plasticizer, and the only thing beyond the wonder of who thought of such a thing is how much they love the idea of a lunar piss base. Sounds fresh. Anyway, we are on to the No Nova. We reported this in the preprint archive a few weeks ago, and I have to be honest, I wasn't sure this was real or would be accepted for publication, but indeed, the range of nova, officially, goes from hypernova star destruction to no ejection of material in the nova at all. A serious rethink of the word nova from what the Science Channel has taught us over the years is definitively in order. Huge props for two cosmology papers here. The first is not only in the right vein looking at the intracluster medium between galaxies, but they are concluding that we have much work left to do before we claim to understand the low-density regions of space. I agree. This is where we're going to find the dust and plasma working in tandem to hide each other and their work to glue together the cosmos. And they've got a little help from magnetic fields, and maybe more than just a little help, because to seed the primordial cosmos with just one nanogauss magnetic field sees the shaping of the field along the magnetic filaments of the cosmos, the cosmic web, with amplification of those fields over time within those galaxy clusters, and also due to plasma turbulence within that intracluster medium. Plasma cosmology, one step at a time. Now, last but not least, here they are now pegging a discrepancy in major extinction timing to be another potential ozone loss candidate. We just looked at the UV sterilization of trees effect when you lose the kind of ozone you'd expect in a major solar flash stripping event or a magnetic reversal. We did the same for atmospheric loss and the cold events that come with them. Here, they are looking to explain the land extinctions predating the marine one, presuming, of course, that they can accurately date the ancient past. Either way, it's another reason to focus on the effects of the ongoing magnetic reversal as the sun gears up for cycle 25. And there we go, full circle. We greatly appreciate your support. We've got wind map forecasts and shots of our star to close, and of course, we'll do this all again tomorrow, right here, but right now it's 4:55 a.m. in the new Valley of the Sun. Eyes open, no fear. Be safe, everyone.